So we really did it. We really hit 200k. Karen Playz has done it. Man, it didn't even feel like it was that long ago that we hit 100k. We'll get to that a little bit later. For now, as promised, it has been a very long time since we've done a Q&A. Sure, you all have plenty of questions. Classes in session. Has there ever been a time where you felt like quitting YouTube? I can recall one time where I actually wanted to quit YouTube, and it was way back in the day. In fact, I don't even think it was on this channel. I'm pretty sure it was on the old channel. Basically, I'd been uploading GoldenEye for like 3 years nonstop and nothing else, and then I kind of wanted to move on to other things, but no one was really interested in watching anything else that I posted. So yeah, I kind of wanted to just pack it in after that. I ended up not doing it. I think I ended up taking like a month-long hiatus, and then I came back and I made this channel. So funny how things work out, innit? Have you ever raged so hard that you had to stop recording for your own sanity? Yeah, that's happened a few times. I think Fall Guys probably holds the crown for that one. What are your future plans for the channel? See, I don't really like to plan too far ahead because things can always change. I've pretty much gone over what my plans are for this year, at least. I'm going to carry on doing the mod series. I'm going to carry on doing clips. I've got the 3 games that series. I'm going to be continuing with all 3 of them. And other than that, like at some point, the Pokemon Gen 4 remake is going to come out. FNAF Security Breach is going to come out. Outlast Trials, hopefully, is going to come out. Haven't had an update on that game for a while. Yeah, I'm pretty much just going to be doing what I'm doing now until one of those games comes out. And beyond that, fuck, you're asking me about organization. I'm the professional idiot. How long do you think it's going to be until everything out of PvZ is sucked dry and you have no more ideas on it? Bro, I ran out of ideas for PvZ a long time ago. In fact, I think the mod series is the first actual idea I've come up with since Bring It. Like the first actual idea that wasn't just me playing the game normally and then just putting a different label on it. Yeah, I've been out of ideas for years, mate. And yeah, I'm still here. What would you say was your favorite series overall? Pokemon Sword. Definitely Pokemon Sword. Are the things you feel like you missed out on by becoming a YouTuber? Social life. Probably. Honestly, like I'm pretty antisocial anyway, so I'm absolutely fine with that. What's the best part about being a YouTuber? Pretty much that I get to just do a hobby for a living. It's just really nice to actually have something to, you know, look forward to getting out of bed for every day. I don't feel like I'm just existing anymore. I feel like I'm actually doing something. And I've been doing this full time now for like how long? Like 4.5 years, and it still doesn't feel like a job. Have you done anything in the past that you still regret to this day? I normally try and encourage people not to regret too much. Like, unless you've done some really bad shit, just because it's your decisions in the past that have kind of led you to wherever you are today. So I guess kind of give or take based on that. Yeah, there are definitely things I've done that I still regret. Not things that I've just done that I regret, just things that I wish I'd done differently. Like certain things that I wish I would have handled in a different way. But the important thing is I think I regret them, but I don't dwell on them. You can regret things without sort of sitting and dwelling on it for the rest of your life. Because ultimately, you know, crying over spilt milk isn't gonna unspill it. Do you know what I'm saying? Have you ever injured yourself during a recording? So we're talking about Fall Guys again. Yeah, I fractured my wrist. I fractured my wrist because of Fall Guys. I'll tell you right now, no game on planet Earth has ever made me smash my desk so much, but here's the thing. Every time I would like hit the desk, I'd always do it in exactly the same way. I'd do it in like a hammer fist. And really the problem with that was just how consistent I was. I would smash the desk in precisely the same way every single time. And I ended up just doing it one too many times. Pretty much from that point, I decided, you know what, I probably should stop playing this game. It's a good thing I never actually went on Takeshi's Castle, isn't it? Are there any games you've been wanting to play on the channel, but you haven't because you thought people might not be interested? Yeah. Hundreds. There are a lot of games I would love to post on the channel, but I don't just because I know people won't watch it. So what you got to kind of understand is YouTube is kind of a niche thing, which is basically a fancy way of saying if you want to actually get somewhere on this platform, you can't do everything. It's one of them ones, it's like, you know, if you try pleasing everyone, you'll end up pleasing no one. But yeah, I don't know, maybe one day I will actually get to do that Final Fantasy X series. What do you hate most about being a YouTuber? Probably my editing software. It's pretty trash, but I still use it because I've been using it for the best part of a decade at this point. Cannot be asked to try and learn a different program. If YouTube didn't exist, what would you have done for a living and why? I probably would have been a track coach. In terms of things that I do, the only thing outside of YouTube that I really give a fuck about is athletics. And I've actually been coaching for a couple of years now, and it's a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. So yeah, I'd probably be a track coach. Hey Wolfy, I just want to say that you're an amazing person. Your content always makes me laugh, and I always have something to enjoy every day. Your PvZ vids, games that make me rage, scared, and clip videos always entertain me and help me through my day. I think you earning 200k subscribers really shows how far you've grown with your channel, so I may not have an actual question, but what I want to say is keep doing what you're doing and never stop giving up on your dreams. Always look towards the future. I hope that you have a great time doing YouTube and just doing whatever you want. Keep strong and look towards the future. Be a legend, Wolfy. Fire Shadow, you're a legend. Absolute big man. Yeah, I know it wasn't a question. I just wanted to read it anyway. How'd you like your cup of tea? Milk, 1 sugar. Nice and simple. How does it feel to be the best YouTuber on the platform? Nah, you get used to it after a while. I'm just kidding. I don't think I'm the best YouTuber on the platform. Probably far from it. What keeps you motivated to keep making videos every day? That's a good question. And I'm going to give you my honest answer. I don't think it's got anything to do with motivation. I think, do you know what? This is something that I've wanted to talk about for a little while. Do you know, if I'm going to talk about this, should we put on some schleppy motivational music? Hit it, Hands. See, I get asked about motivation a lot, and I see a lot of people asking other people about motivation. You know, how do you stay motivated to do this? How do you stay motivated to do that? And do you know what I believe? I think motivation as a concept, I think is very overrated. I think people talk far too much about motivation and not about what actually matters. And what I think actually matters is not motivation. I think it's drive and it's discipline. Because here's the thing, anyone can be motivated to do something. You could suddenly wake up one day and think, do you know what? I'm really motivated to go to the gym today. I'm really motivated to go and lift some weights and go and get stronger. Or you might think, oh, you know, I'm really motivated to try and get fit. I'm gonna go out for a run. And then you go out for a run. And then, you know, the next day rolls around and you get up and you think, yeah, now I'm going to go for another run. So you go for another run and then you kind of maybe do that for like 4 or 5 days. And then one morning you suddenly wake up and you think, do you know, I can't be arsed today. And then you find you have more and more days where you get up and you think, do you know what, I can't be arsed. And ultimately you end up just not continuing because motivation is temporary. You cannot sustain motivation. I don't care how badly you think you want to do something, motivation alone is not going to get you anywhere because motivation will run out. And then when it does, what then? I'll tell you what then. You're up shit creek without a paddle. That's what then. If you really want to get somewhere in life, if you really want to do something, I think the most important thing is setting goals. In whatever it is that you want to do, you have to have a goal. You have to have a direction, a sense of direction as to where you're actually going with it. The reason I was able to keep going in track for so long is not because I was motivated. Let me tell you, I had countless days where I got up, like Saturday mornings, I'd be up at like 6 a.m. And let me tell you, the last thing on planet Earth I wanted to do was go training. But I still got my ass out of bed and I still went and did it. And the reason I was able to do that was because I set a goal. I'd set a goal and I said, I want to be an international sprinter. I want to go out and I want to represent my country. And it was the drive that I had for achieving that goal. That's what got me out of bed on those Saturday mornings, because I have set this goal and I will stop at nothing until I get it. And to tell you the truth, I have not been doing track that much recently. I've completely lost touch with it. And the reason I've lost touch with it is because I have no goals. I've got nothing that I'm actually working towards. So I could wake up one day really, really motivated to go and train, but then what about tomorrow? What about the day after that? Motivation is overrated. You cannot rely on motivation because it will run out. You cannot force yourself to be motivated about something. But what you can do is you can set goals and you can discipline yourself so that on those days when you get up and you're not feeling motivated, you still have the drive and the discipline to carry you through, and you will do it anyway. So when you ask, how am I motivated to keep making videos every day? I can only tell you that I'm not. When I started out on YouTube, I set a goal. The reason I started a YouTube channel was the same reason that I was watching people on YouTube myself. Think, you know, back to 2008, I was in secondary school. I would come in sometimes and I've just had a really shit day, and I would watch these YouTubers, and do you know what? I would just see them sat there making their video, having a laugh, and it would just make me forget about my shit day for a few minutes and would just put a smile back on my face. And sometimes at the end of a shit day, that's all I needed, was just a few minutes of escapism. And when I realized that that's the effect that it was having on me, I decided that, do you know what? I want to do that for people. So I set out to create a platform, like a little corner of the internet, a little world where, do you know what, if you feel like you've had a bit of a shit day and you feel like you need to just come and watch something and forget about it and just have a bit of a laugh for a few minutes, I wanted people to be able to come to my channel and do that. But the thing is, for me, that's an ongoing goal. That's not a goal that actually ends. For me, as far as I'm concerned, that job is never finished. And that, I think, is why I've been able to do YouTube for so long. I've been able to upload daily for so long, and that's why I want to continue to do it for as long as I possibly can, because I want to continue to give people that platform. I want to continue to have that effect on people. And what makes me really happy is the fact that so many people have already approached me and told me that I have had that effect on them, that I have given them something to smile about when they've had a shit day, that I've given them something to just relieve their stress a little bit. All you have to understand is I'm not motivated to do that. I'm driven to do that. I feel like doing this is the reason that I was put on planet Earth, to just entertain people and to keep on giving people that escapism. So what keeps me doing it every day is that I have a job to do, and as far as I'm concerned, that job is never finished. And I'm okay with the fact that the job's never finished because I love doing it. I love doing this more than anything in the world. I've never ever wanted to do something as much as I want to do this. So that's why I keep doing this every single day. Kind of been rambling about this for a little bit now. But if nothing else, remember this. You cannot force motivation, but you can teach discipline. If you want to do something bad enough, then realize your vision, discipline yourself, work your ass off, and don't give up, basically. I didn't. You don't have to either. So yeah, my dumb ass can impart a bit of wisdom for the day. Thank you so much, everyone, for helping me get to 200k. I never talked about my other goal, which is reaching 1 million subscribers. I just want you all to know that we are going to keep on pressing forward. We're going to keep on grinding, and the Wolfpack is going to reach 1 million. God damn if it is the last thing on planet Earth that I do. The Wolfpack is getting 1 million. You're all legends. I love you all to bits, and I'll see you next time. I actually didn't cry this time. Thank the fucking Lord.